Like, share, and subscribe. We're about to jump more into it again. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys picked up on this one, but down in Houston, pardon me, good old Houston, Texas. My bad. Hold on. We have a problem. We have a problem. The dogs are out of control. The dogs are out of control. Out in Houston, Texas. Now, I don't know if you guys peep, but it's been trending. It's gone viral. It's been trending, huh? There's a particular officer, right? There's a particular cop, female cop, a constable on patrol in Houston, Texas. She's known for, or she has been known now, right, for her disposition as it relates to people in Texas, in Houston, Texas, that she has been commissioned to serve and protect. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but she was using a lot of colorful language. Colorful language to describe a certain sect, a certain segment of the population in Houston, Texas. Now, we know who's enemy number one when it comes to that. When it comes to that, to that hate. It ain't the small hats, all right? It's not the small hats, contrary to popular belief. Okay? It's, it's Old Faithful. It's Old Faithful. Who's that? The black man and the black woman. Just call a spade, all right? She was letting it fly. Rapid fire, huh? She was, man, that language. Woo. You can tell that wasn't her first time. You can tell that wasn't her first. Listen, personally, I loved it. The beauty of the honesty. I loved it, man. I loved it. Okay? I could respect the hate to you. Now, she was doing it on live. She wasn't telling somebody to their face. I could respect that. I mean, I can't respect doing it via social media. I can respect you telling somebody to their face or how you feel about them. That I respect. I rock with that. That's where I come from. Coming from East New York, Brooklyn. We don't talk behind people's back. That means you are scared of that person. But when you can say to that person's face, I respect that. Nonetheless, right? She was showing her great displeasure, her disdain for the so-called black man and the so-called black woman. Nigga this, chimp that. Thief this. F slavery that. Man, she was letting it rock. Again, I'm not one to get emotional about things like that. It is what it is. There's no rule saying that you gotta like me. And I don't even care if you like me or not, right? Respect is the only currency that matters. You feel me? Respect is the only currency that matters. But yeah, she was letting it rock, okay? She was letting it rock, right? That goddamn troglodyte, that troglodyte, that Neanderthal, that Hispanic Neanderthal, she was letting it rock. She was letting it rock. Now, the video has gone viral. I believe it's more than one video, unless it's like one video that's been chopped up. I'm not too sure about that part, but it was different points where she was saying that she was going through different stories, and why she loves to say the word nigger to who she deems to be a nigger, even though I would call her a troglodyte nigger. If you know about that, Google what a troglodyte nigger is. You'll see what that is. You see who the true nigga is, all right? Now, I was curious to know what her actual background was. So that's interesting to me. It's interesting. Now I do know that all Hispanics don't feel the same way. All Caucasoids are not all racist, right? All Hispanics are not all racist. All, Asians and all black people are not racist. We know this already. We know this. But there are segments, though. We're not going to play that game. There are segments. Okay. Now, of course, I wouldn't say that all Hispanics are racist. You know why? Because I'm half Hispanic. Yes, contrary to popular belief. Yes, the original man is also half Hispanic, right? Me being half Costa Rican. Surprise, surprise. Yes, I'm actually half Hispanic. Okay, via mi padre, all right? But I like to keep it on the low. I like to keep it on the low because I like to surprise people. So when they talk in that talk, they think I'm not going to know because I'm an actual Moreno, right? They think I'm not going to pick up on it. That's cool. I like to be underestimated and underassumed. I got no problem with that. So I like to keep that sometimes on the low. But you guys know now, I'm actually half Hispanic, all right? But I do know that there are certain segments of the same Hispanic group who feel that same way. Some Cubans, some, Spanish from Spain, right? Some Dominicans feel the same way. I haven't encountered Puerto Ricans that feel that way. A lot of Puerto Ricans have a better handle on their true origin, even though all of them, right? All of them have the same origin story. Okay, in that same hemisphere, they all have the same origin stories, the same people originally, right? Now you have some people that came over later for the purposes of depleting the bloodline, that natural bloodline that was there before. Read the history. You'll see what was used as different forms of warfare. Different forms of warfare, right? Warfare is not always bullets and bombs. Okay, it's not always bullets and bombs. Sometimes they try to find a way to deplete your bloodline, and they have a handle on how many times it takes for them to copulate with the same bloodline to wipe out that original black brown seed. Okay, it's scientific, But the original people that inhabited all of those lands in that hemisphere were all the same people, right? We're all the same people, contrary to popular belief. Okay, now we do know that via colonization, a lot of things have been passed down, through people's psyche. I get it too. I understand, but I wouldn't consider her that as part of that group, right? She's a blanquita, period. She's a blanquita. She's not anywhere part of that Moreno tribe, right? The group that was there before, she's not from there. She's from Spain. And if you're a true Hispanic, you know that Spain don't really rock with the rest of the people in the part of that hemisphere, if you know that, right? Now she's been relieved of duty. She hasn't been fired, though. People have been passing that around, saying that she's actually been let go from the force. She hasn't been let go. She's still employed. She's been relieved of duty, right? For now. Now, I believe the play is to have things die down. Because they know the people, especially so-called black people, they know that they have low attention spans when it comes to things like this, especially today. Not so much in times past, but today, for real, most definitely. It's annoying as hell. Okay, it's annoying as hell. So I'm gonna need the so-called blacks to keep their foot on her goddamn neck. All right. I better not hear nobody saying, I forgive. No. That troglodyte has to fucking go down. All right. Okay. But to my true Central Americans, I rock with y'all. But the ones that don't or are ashamed of who they are, it's a different story. Now, again, I'm half Hispanic, so I can say all that because I've seen it, right? I've seen it. And I grew up in a town that was predominantly Hispanic. That's where my people's was at, over in Brooklyn, in Bushwick, Brooklyn. All right? Bushwick, Brooklyn. That's where, in the 90s anyway, where not all, but a great deal of the Costa Ricans were. It was in Bushwick Ave. And so all my people was from. Peace to all my fam from Bushwick Ave on my Costa Rican side. You know what it is, all right? But that troglodyte down in Houston, They got to keep their foot on her neck in Houston, Texas. Now, one thing I will say, that's probably part of why she felt so comfortable doing that. The population of Houston, the racial makeup of Houston, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is, okay? Prior to 1990, the so-called blacks in Houston outnumbered everybody outside of the Caucasoid. Post 1990, the blacks in Houston were number 3. They were down to about 20. Right now, they're down to about 22%. 22%. There's strength in numbers. Okay, there's strength in numbers. Now, I can go into a tirade. I can go into a whole tirade as to why black people aligning themselves with this Democratic Party is actually a detriment to them, right? Because they want to keep your numbers low. You know why? To disempower you, to take away your power, right? Take away your power. Other groups are growing in number, right? They're growing in number. And if they're growing in number, they're growing in power also at the same time. So while they push on to black people, abortions, right? Separations of family, what they promote to other groups of people is growing family, right? Growing family. Now, if you buy into the trick, if you buy into it, then it's on you. The trick only works if you believe it. All right? The trick only works if you believe it. That's a fact, though. All right? It's another richism. I'll be giving you guys a lot. Okay? A lot. I guess I got to make up for lost time. I get it. So I'm giving you guys a lot in this short upload. A long walk on a short path. I'm giving you guys a great deal to take with you. All right? But that chick, what's her name again? I think it's Angela Gonzalez. Ashley Gonzalez, officer, right? Officer Ashley Gonzalez, constable on patrol, Ashley Gonzalez, out of Houston, Texas. Keep that foot on her neck, man, okay? Because if she feels that way about people that she's supposed to serve and protect, she needs to be taken off the force, okay? She needs to take off the force. Because she's gonna be abusive to those people that she's also says that she doesn't like. You can't serve and protect, and you're selective in your justice of the people, right? Justice is supposed to be blind. This bitch got 20/20 vision. All right. So that's the upload for tonight, right? The scammer and the dog. All right, the scammer and the dog. It sounds like a nursery rhyme. Okay, but I'm gonna see you guys next time. But the next upload, I might touch on the Southern Poverty Law Center. Ooh, the receipts are dropping right now. The receipts are dropping. Good Lord, you can't disregard the root for the fruit, right? How something is the foundation of something is the most important thing, man. The most important thing. So when you look up who's starting a lot of these so-called black institutions, it may surprise you. It may surprise you. Dig into the history of all these institutions and these groups and organizations, right? Don't just be a surface dweller or a surface searcher. Dig deep, man. The truth is in the details. But you got to search for it. Seek and ye shall find. All right. Peace to the fam. All right. Peace to everybody. Okay, and I'm going to see you guys the next time for the next upload. All right? Peace to the fam.